Welcome to Grammar and Style Tidbits with Snap Language.
You gonna dig this?
Hi, Mark Franco here. Apostrophes are cute. Whoosh. They're not always as easy to use as you may think. They can show a contraction or possession. It is time to leave. Let us not be late. Lose the I and whoosh. The apostrophe shows something was omitted here. The U can be omitted here too. Let us not be late. Let's not be late. The dog's chasing its tail. Is this correct? Yeah, you thought this was easy, huh? Well, in informal writing, this is okay. You're saying, the dog is. But here, well, you're not saying it is tail or it has tail. You're saying its tail, the dog's tail. Mine, yours, his, hers, its. These are not contractions. They're just words like mine. So, no apostrophe here. Uh-oh, this one is a contraction. You are. You're saying. Okay, so we got contractions out of the way. They're not that hard. Oops. They are. They're not that hard. Just be careful with these contractions. Not that easy, huh? Whoosh. How about apostrophe showing possession? John has a car. That's John's car. That's is a contraction. John's car. Oh, this one shows whose car it is. Oops. Whose. That's not a contraction of who is, but just whose. That's just a word like what, which, where, when, whose. Whose car is it? It's John's. And this is Ross's car. Ross's car? Ross' car? This is where it starts getting dicey. Okay, here's the deal. For a singular noun, add apostrophe s to show possession. The student, the student's binder, the student's glasses. Singular noun, apostrophe s. This laptop is hers. It's not mine. Oops. No apostrophe here, remember? Mine has no apostrophe. Hers is just a word like mine, his, yours, but you say Helen's laptop. Singular noun, apostrophe s. Janice folders. Helen's coffee. Ross, Ross's car. Singular noun, apostrophe s. Even if the noun already ends in an s. There's one exception to this rule. It's kind of a weird exception. In expressions with sake, even if a word ending in s is singular, you just add an apostrophe. For goodness sake. It should be for goodness' sake, but I just told you this is an exception for Pete's sake. For conscience sake. For old time's sake. Otherwise, add an apostrophe and an s. Heaven doesn't end in an s, so you need to add one. Oh, for heaven's sake. So, unless it's an expression with sake, add apostrophe s to the end of a singular word. Genesis Camera. The company's HR department. What if the company is called Gray Systems, and this is its CEO? You'd say, Gray Systems CEO. This is a bit of an exception too, because Gray Systems is a singular name. It's the name of a singular company. But because the noun in the name is plural, you just add an apostrophe s for the possessive. Whoosh. The United States borders. Why not the United States' borders? I just told you this is an exception for Pete's sake. That's a plural noun, but it's the name of one country. This is Liverpool, the Beatles' hometown. That's a plural noun, but it refers to just one rock band. The Beatles. The Beatles' first album. Whoosh. Okay, let's do plural nouns now. When a noun is plural, you should just add an apostrophe for the possessive. My parents were born here. This is their hometown. My parents' hometown. These are the Smiths. This is the Smiths' dog. These are John and Mary Jones. They're the Joneses. The Joneses' cabin. Whoosh. What if a plural noun does not end in an s, like children, men, or women? Well, then you have to add an apostrophe and an S for the possessive. These are men's clothes. The young girl's bicycles are new. You just need an apostrophe here. But these children's bicycles are colorful. Children does not end in an S, you need to add one. Oh, these women's team must have won. Look at them all happy celebrating. Yay, whoosh. Alright, so here are the rules for possessives using apostrophes. For singular nouns, just add apostrophe S. Your father's brother is your uncle. John's car. Ross's car. Two exceptions. For a plural noun working as a singular noun, just add an apostrophe. The United States government. Gray Systems CEO. A walk along the Bahamas beaches. Another exception, singular words in expressions with sake. Add an apostrophe S as usual. For Pete's sake. Art for art's sake. For heaven's sake. Unless the singular word ends in an S or an S sound as in for goodness sake. Whoosh. For plural nouns, add an apostrophe S as in children's hospital, men's clothing store, women's soccer. But if the plural noun already ends in an S, just add an apostrophe. Lawyer's fees, 5 years experience, the Johnsons' children. Okay, now a moment of truth about standard grammar. In some situations, grammarians may give you slightly different rules. Some of these are recommendations. There are weird situations in the language where two solutions might work just fine. When in doubt, follow the style guide for your school, employer, or publication. If you don't have to follow a style guide, follow the rules I just showed, and you'll be fine. English grammar, right? For Pete's sake. Thank you. Did you know when you join the Snap Language channel, you become part of a learning space where you can engage with me? Essentially, you get access to an experienced educator with a PhD and an expert in language learning, and linguistics. You get a badge by your screen name so you get more noticed in comments and chats. In the Community tab, you have members-only information and discussions with me and other members. You can even get serious about learning and gain access to extra materials. Hey, for less than the price of a cup of coffee a month, you get perks and support my work so I can continue creating content for you. Click the join button on the channel and check it out. I'll see you around in the Snap Language community.